Hello everybody, welcome back to Blueprints. Last time were just edged out of the developments that we needed to make more progress. Day 15 is here. Now that we know that we must get to the north to get the key that we need to then get into the foundation, which is a permanent addition to the building, we can take our allowance. We'll check these doors first. Get the spare room past the corner. Here, I do like a hallway. And so now really it's going to be a lot about key management. I would take security, but we don't have any gems yet whatsoever. So give me the billiard room. That's normally 2 keys, which is nice. And then we shall do our traditional walk through the garden to get our additional resource for the day. Even if it's just the fallout shelter again, the avoiding negative effects of 3 red rooms is very big. 2 tools. Special floor plans now cost additional steps instead of gems or root cellar. I think the hovel might be what we need. Right, digging spot. Straw hay bed. Haven't seen this before. Hold on. 45 rooms, 2 wings, 9 ranks, 2 starting rooms. Where is room 46? 45292. Coincidence? Where is room 46? 7590. Tested my full house theory. No luck as expected. I'm going to take a cheeky little copy of this. Don't know if that's the notes of a maniac or something that I want to be aware of, but I'm gonna keep that note for myself. So back on day 8, I lost 9 minutes, 10 minutes, 12 minutes of footage, and this little valve was one of them. I pressed a valve like this in the schoolhouse, and so now we're going to press this valve here, and you should see what happens. Torch lights up, and then there's 2 torches. So there's 1 torch from the schoolhouse, 1 torch from the hovel. So mysteries continue. Notice of termination, dear Mr. Ravane, blah 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 blah. I think I've read that one before because we've definitely had this benefit before. Because I went, oh, bear traps, which was a whole thing, but else, I don't see other things for us in here, which is fine. But we can now spend steps instead of gems on rooms. In fact, I believe we are forced to. So, we've already drafted the parlor game, I think, unless we've drafted billiards. No, we drafted billiards, so we might avoid drafting the parlor game because the parlor game requires or offers gems instead. 3 and 20 is 23 minus this minus that times this. 1 times 2 is 2. Yep. 11 minus 1 is 10 divided by 2 is, wait, which way around is these? Pink is multiple, so 11 minus 1 is 10, times 2 is 20, divided by 4 is 5. 1 and 2 is 3. Multiplied by 3, 3 3 is a 9. 9, 18, 27, 36. Divided by 9 takes us back to 4. 2 keys? No, the garden key. Okay. We have a method to open a room in the antechamber with the garden key being present. 6 steps for a passageway. feels like too much. I will take the storeroom here. The key is the most important thing for us out of this list. I have seen keys on the floor in this room, which makes me super duper paranoid. But it is what it is. So, if we're using steps as currency, I think I want to try and just move forwards as fast as I can. The courtyard is a bum deal because it's 3 steps to get 2 gems when we don't need gems. At the same time, it does offer a room upwards. So I'll take it. Metal detector. Can hardly be mad. More coins and keys. No shovel. Corridor, den, closet. Corridor is effectively 2 doorways. This is also 2 doorways, but 1 rank further back. I think I like this more. I'm going to draft the other side of this corridor, or this courtyard first. I'm going to do the chapel here. I want to get to the west wall so that we might be able to generate the secret garden. That's important. Parlor offers gems, which I don't care about. Drawing room requires steps, which are quickly dwindling. So we'll do the chapel. Get a gem for our troubles. Whoop-de-doo. West Wing Hall. Fine by me. Okay. I do like the garage for the keys. So I will take it. Metal detector. Key. Anything else in the room? Nothing for you to shout about. We'll do this dead end here. Parlor, drawing room, commissary. I guess we'll draw the parlor here so that it can't be drawn elsewhere. And well, we get the car key, which is very convenient given the garage is just right back there. And here, closet, die and a key. Nothing else in this room. Okay, good. Back to the car. For our troubles, magnifying glass and a lockpick kit. So our key woes are done. Now we have step woes. 22 steps is not a lot. We need to find some food or similar. That's a dead end. Nursery is great. We spend some, but we get 5 back and we can draft bedrooms thereafter. Something else in this room. Oh, more coins. I guess children might be more careless with their pocket money. We'll grab that. There's a chance we end up freezing all of our stuff at the end of the day or similar. That's the wrong direction. That's the wrong direction. That's the wrong direction. I'm going to redraw these. Those are the right direction. We spend some steps, but we get back 7. Which is certainly something. No trunk. Chess piece. Taunting me. Lockpick kit. Worked. You may redraw new plans from this room. We are going to need to get to the foundation if we are to get the key to get to the foundation to uncover the mystery. So we will do this. What am I missing? Unless the buried ground has something in it. Or it's something on the other side of this wall in the den? Else I'm not seeing it, whatever it is. Which is annoying. Yeah, I assumed that wouldn't work, but I need to make the garden work at some point. Hallway is great. Love that for us. Grimdrums do not cost gems to draft. Doesn't work for us anyway. Commissary and observatory. Items for sale, but probably not food. Yay! A key. So pretty strong for keys right now, really. Must be said. Hallway. Totally fine. 15 steps. I need a dining room. Soon. Nook, corridor, pool. I can't afford the steps for the pool right now. I really can't. Oh my god, they're really sending me around the houses. 10 steps is a lot. But if I can't get to the garden, what good is it for me? You know? Well, we could still draw the other methods of stuff. The other method of getting into the room that we know, which is the grand hallway. So 27 steps, a little better. Just trying this on every occasion that we have the opportunity to. Can't pick it. Can use a key. Hallway, gymnasium, security. Hallway. Kitchen has food for sale. 3 steps. Hopefully we get more than 3 steps worth of food back from this room. Club sandwich for 8. Sold. Okay, well, Things continue to be interesting. Passageway for 6. It's expensive, but I feel like we need it right now. So the drawing room has 1 room off of it. Else. Still seeing what we can do. The lab loops back round, but we can do an experiment. Or we can dark room, and we get rid of a red room where there's no drafting to be done. So let's get rid of this. And then we'll go to this side. Doesn't fit. No. Can't pick it. Down to 2 keys. Archives sets drawers down to 2. That's unideal, I would say. I don't think I've been to the office yet, still. But I'm still being really sheepish with my steps, so it is what it is. We can do an experiment. Each time you eat an apple, add a small chest to the entrance hall. Each time you find some trash while digging, permanently add 1 gold to your allowance. Whenever you spend 2 or more gems in a drafting a room, add 3 aquariums to today's draft pool. We don't have a shovel. We can't spend gems, so each time you eat an apple, add 1 gold to your allowance. We could find an apple now. That would be great. Apple for teacher. Apple for research assistant. We have a... Hold on. Complete thaw. Cooler is unaffected. Not sure that that's helpful to me right now. Oh, if you have the thing, it will just put the elements in behind the images for you. Which is one way to do things. Although, a bit faded out in some corners. I guess it's one way to teach you about stuff if you aren't familiar at all with periodic table language puzzles. Right, anyway, where were we? Uh, 24 steps. We draft this hallway. It's way harder to get to the right-hand side. Not that we've seen the way to get to the right-hand side yet. Boiler room is a power source. We don't have any of the rooms that require additional power. Oh, we have the lab. We have the lab right next door. Okay. We're doing this then because this machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room. Well, here we are in the boiler room. This is already down. Possibly just because of the way the room was arranged. So we need to get the power. We've done part of this puzzle before. So hopefully this shouldn't be too difficult. Famous last words. Do not have a shovel. Right, you're on. You're on. And I believe this top one was on. So, you're going left. Can I activate this? Ah. Sometimes that's all it takes. So, this has power now. Our note said... where are we? Push 3 up after 9. Something's happening. Oh. Something major is happening. Is this unlocking the blast doors out the front of the building somewhere? It is. Now that is a big mystery. The Black Bridge Grotto has been powered and permanently unlocked. Each day, you may access one offline terminal from the network. Permanent changes do not reset each day. Intriguing. Terminal password is written down here somewhere. Swan Song. Can I get into other terminals? From here at least, or do I need something else? So many options. Remote terminal access. View active terminals. No other terminals currently active. Okay. Well, I'm glad I saw the boiler room available. Access one offline terminal network from the network. Right, we also have access to the boiler room. 19 steps remaining. Still no... Oh, we need special freaking power to get to this doorway. Pantry, security, patio. I can't afford the steps, I think. Ah, I really had high hope. Breaker box, commissary, walk-in closet. If we do the utility closet, we cannot enter the antechamber from the right-hand side in the event that we find the Grand Hall. Though, if we find the Grand Hall, we only have one key remaining. So there's no guarantees for that. So we'll take the breaker box. Keycard entry system is now off. Garage is on. Darkroom is on. Gymnasium is off. I don't know how I did this puzzle once before. I'm seemingly unable to make purple anywhere. Alright, well. There is still some hope for getting to... Oh, sirens, go away. We can do the east room, the west room of the boiler room, but we need to change the power. Also, I've got no idea what this thing is. You're producing power, right? Let's bring the elevator down first, if the bridge is down or up. Oh, it's such a farce, isn't it? Yeah, this is offering power right now. I don't know what the different rectangles on this thing could possibly mean. I have no idea. Why is that not getting power? Oh, it's because it's this tube. Right. Bring the elevator down. The elevator doesn't have power. What am I doing this for? I can just go north through the passageway, right? That's so much easier. Yeah, that's infinitely easier. Commissary drafting studio. Select a new floor plan to permanently add to your estate's draft pool. I mean, I kind of want to do that because I've never seen it before. And with 15 steps left and not getting to the foundation and not having the antechamber ready, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, if we can get to the garden. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We can't get that deep with what we have left, I believe. So let's take something new. Planning Great Hall partitioning plan for Saturday, November 21st. Oh, that's devious that it shows you. Is that today? Saturday, November 21st. I don't know if that's today or not. Drafting strategy. Drafting spectrum by the editor. Drafting spectrum. It should come as no surprise that the first color that comes to mind when speaking about blueprints is blue. And while it is true most architectural plans and designs are found on blue paper, it's not the only color on which floor plans are drafted. In fact, originally they were not blue at all. Hundreds of years ago, the chemicals used to create floor plans coated the paper to turn black when exposed to light. It's raven hue. I'm going to hydrate. Was fitting in the reign of Horus, was decidedly more difficult to affix in architectural revision edits. 2, blue paper, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, violet prints, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Violet dreams, type bedrooms, violet, associated resource steps, average number of doors 1 to 2. Extra items are likely, synergies, sleeping mass, nursing, serving. Indoor greens, gems, 2 or 3, often items, shovel, watering can. Haven't seen that yet. Orange rooms, foyers, corridors, keys, 3 to 4, rarely items, synergies, foyer, lockpick kit, hall pass. Golden trim, shops, coins, extra items, never free, synergies, coin purse, vault book, coupon book, vault. Vault. Negative space, red rooms, vexation, shelter, tomato soup, skilled players. Prismatic rooms, red room, bedroom. Word from the editor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. As we reach the end of volume drafting strategy, we hope you have found valuable insights into colour inspiration for the next architectural project. From the purples of our dreams to the reds of our fears, we believe that no ambition of an architect is too brave, no design is too colourful. To achieve our goals, we must delve deep into the spectrum, drawing upon all colours and ideas of daring merit. At the end of the day, colour is just another tool. Some wield it to express their own creativity, some hoist it up as a display of their own power, some use it to calculate great sums, but all of us want to find colour we can. Daya and Lydia. Any clues? Any clues at all? None that I can see. Okay. Blueprints. House and hose? Where are we? We are outside of the antechamber. I have not done that one yet, so house versus hose with a capital U. Throw my brackets in. That's another one to add to the list. Now this. In the drafting studio, you will be able to choose a brand new floor plan to permanently add to your draft pool. Permanent changes do not reset each day. Stupid engines. Select a floor plan above for more information. Clock tower. Tomorrow you will start with one key for each borrowed room you drafted today. Solarium. You are more likely to draw unusual and rare rooms while drafting. Dormitory. Each time you enter dormitory after drafting a learning room, gain 10. Access to Mount Holly's clock tower has always been heavily restricted. Time is sacred, and any time tampering with the estate's governing timepiece has never been risked. Drafting cost is gems. A quaint floral sitting room surrounded entirely by tinted glass panes. The room is ideal for tea in the afternoons or getting some sun without the hassle of going outside. Dormitory. A study. I think the clock tower. You have successfully added clock tower permanently to your draft pool. Okay. Oh. Ah, this is what we needed. We now know that Saturday was day one. Okay. Do these apples contain some kind of code? I don't know. But knowing that November Saturday 7th was day one, we can use that to unlock the timed safe in the bunker, or whatever it's called, the fallout shelter. So, that is great knowledge. Amazing what you can learn by drafting rooms you've never seen before. That is the antechamber entrance that we have not figured out how to get into yet. So we know the 2 good rooms and the 2 entry rooms, which is very interesting. That is for Saturday, November 21st. It's day 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's today. Yeah, 14 plus 1. Okay. We have 8 steps left. I don't know that we're going to achieve lots with it, but I'm going to try. We can go down, left, left, down, right, right to the foundation. There's something in this room that I missed. A lever piece. We've already done the... I guess the door to the foundation is always on the back of the foundation, perhaps. 5 steps. 4 steps. 3 steps, 2 steps. Yeah, we're not going to get any more drafting in today. But what a day it was. Alright, we will jump straight in for another day, I think. Especially knowing that we have that new strange outdoor space to go investigate. West Wing favoured. 4 tomorrow rooms. At least 1 new room, because we did the drafting studio. Take me straight back in, coach. So if we can get the fallout shelter, that's definitely progress we can make. There's a new outdoor space that we've unlocked to go investigate. Start with the hallway. Easy stuff. I'll take a spare room going north. And a pantry going east. Then let's go to the new edge first. See what that's about. Now that we've added electricity to this equation over here. Oh, that's intense. A small data microchip. It looks like it might be able to be plugged in somewhere. Well, I can plug it in there. Okay, this just adds more questions. Admin key. You have to guess that that's not our regular password. Admin not found. Interesting. Well then. IIOO. What could that mean? No idea if all these red dots are a puzzle. This one's broken, so it seems. One must guess I need 2 more microchips pieces to progress through here in some meaningful way. And IIOO is the only thing that is else to be found that I can see. So, very interesting, not very helpful yet. So, problem is, it's a lot of steps to go investigating these things before then actually beginning your drafting adventure. But at least getting that done and getting the date for the start of our journey done. Okay, hold on. Tomb. Each time you draft a dead end in the house, spread 5 money in the tomb. I mean, I've never seen the tomb before, so we're going to go take a look for sure. Puts you on a weird fixed camera angle on the way down. Places to dig. This is a big old place. That does not appear to be a puzzle. Looked very easily like it could have been. Each of our journeys comes to a conclusion here in the tomb. This floor plan is the definitive dead end. Or is it? You can't say that, man. Oh, God. How many statues are there? And thus, how many possible combinations of up arm and down arm might there be? To cause some kind of opening to occur. I've got no idea. Oh, hello. If there's some kind of coded language. Open only in the event of my death. Simon? So here's where it all ends, at least for me. And for all the picturesque places of this grand estate, I chose this dreary, dark dungeon to be laid to rest. Dank dungeon. And that same dim, somber fate fell upon my father and his father before him, who loved the outdoors even more than myself. They say there is no stronger bond of servitude than tradition, and family tradition, thrice as strong. These are chains that seldom bend and never break. And I do wonder what plans and prospects of yours will be sacrificed upon the family font of convention. What biography of your own what biography of your own will you forsake to add another page to your father's memories, or your mother's or mine? In our youth, we are gifted with dreams and ambitions. At our death, we are left with realities and regrets. I think there is no greater sin than to perpetuate tradition that stagnates growth, that strangles purpose, that suffocates dreams. What point is there to live another's life at the sake of our own? Oh, how I wish to have been buried underneath the great oak overlooking the plains, the wondrous woods, and the worldly mountains, and the wild holly that surrounds that trunk, a perpetual token of sympathy laid across my grave. What dreadful tradition is it that dumped me in this sunless hollow? And if by morbid example this dark crypt makes any impression whatsoever on you, if reading this letter within these damp halls plants in you a seed of hope, if these words might grant you strength to bend if not break these chains, then I would cherish this tomb more than oak, than sycamore and spruce, more than the wondrous woods and worldly mountains. This cold stone room could become the most cherished place in all our domain. I would have you raise a shrine upon this spot to commemorate the moment of your liberty, to treat this as hallowed ground, to realize that grand gestures can be as effective as they are theatric, and to, in turn, as recompense for the freedom thus granted you, commit yourself to be buried here within this mausoleum of dreams, and when the day comes to write your own letter to inspire the next generation that follows in our footsteps, as is tradition, Herbert S. Sinclair. Well, that was quite something. I feel like this room's getting bigger every time I do laps through it. But I have no idea what I might be attempting to do with arms up or arms down. I wonder, but I don't have a picture of it, I don't think. Do we have... Well, how many statues do we have here? Because I wonder if they all match the art in the stained glass windows of the chapel that might have Ho, raised or lowered, feather duster, raised or lowered, and to come back and make them match what is in the art. Because we've got feather duster fork, pizza peel, God, it really is amazing here, isn't it? Broom. No idea what that is. Tiny brush. Scepter. I think that's 7 statues. So, if we get the chapel this run, which we often do, something extra to be looking out for. And of course, chapels and mausoleums do feel like they kind of go hand in hand a bit. So, to find the way out. So, the mysteries continue. And yes, I can really see why they say, have a notebook for this. If you've made it this deep into one of these episodes, let me know in the comments down below if you like the second screen note page that we use sometimes, because I'm hoping that it really elevates the experience of watching what's going on, but if you all hate it, then I'm wasting my time for nothing. Right. I kind of want to draft the corridor much further north, so let's do a... I can't do a nursery now. Fine, we'll do the corridor now. I don't have any gems yet. Give me the billiard room, because the juice is worth the far better mathematical squeeze. 1 and 3 is 4, squared is 16. 3 squared is 9, minus 5 is 4, times by 2. No, divided by 2 is 2. 2 squared is 4, times by 2 is 8, divided by 4 is 2, divided by 1 is 2. Thank goodness. There's 2 keys. If we do the parlour, we then only have the hallway on the left to try and leapfrog north twice. So, I'll take this hallway. Take the den. Finally get our first gem today. I have keys, so you know what? We'll try a trunk and see what we get. Well, it's like playing Binding of Isaac all over again, isn't it? Spend a key to make 2 keys. We'll take the nook to get a key. Don't see anything else of obvious interest. Keys for sale? I'm gonna do it. Because we can also get interesting keys, right? A special key. A lockpick kit. I'll take a special key. Garden key, silver key. Presumably not car key. Garden key. That is one of the things that I'm interested in having, thank you. Past the nook. Then we can go to the other side of the den. Storeroom, hallway, commissary. Hallway it is. We can get our shovel back. Yeah, okay. We'll get our shovel back. Probably worth going back to the grave, whatever it was called, the mausoleum at some point soon. We need to build a route north before we can consider taking the garage. I do like the dining room. Let's do the dead end. We discussed the chapel, and so we will now make this our priority. Would you look at that? Okay. Now, I wonder, they're all up, so it's probably the order that they are listed on. So, let's grab this and this and that. So, we don't need to take pictures, I think. We can just take notes. So, 1 is hoe. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is scepter. 5 is broom. 2 is pizza peel. Probably not what it is, but it's how I'm going to remember it. 3 is garden fork. Or pitchfork, I guess. 4 is chimney sweep. And that makes 6 our riding crop. Right, I think with 27 steps remaining, we should do these dead ends. If we do the parlor, or the bedroom, we can get back to the entrance hall much more easily. Same with the parlor. Bedroom gives us 2 steps. We've got no gems. So I guess we're going to draft the parlor here. But we can do the back of this first. We'll do the guest bedroom, because then I can get 10 steps back. We get a key card. It's an interesting one to have. Nothing else in this room that I can see. So, pay another coin to go through the chapel. Then we will just check for, yeah. Check for cash, nothing left on pews. Only one box is true. The black box contains the gems. The blue box contains the gems. The black box contains the gems is true. The blue box contains the gems is false. Only one box is true. Is true. I'm stuck already. Okay, so only one box is true. Is a lie. The black box contains the gems is true. The blue box contains the gems is a lie. I think the white box has the gems. Let's double check that. The black box contains the gems is true. The blue box contains the gems is a lie. There is only one box is true. Is a lie. The blue box contains the gems is true. There is only one box is true. I'm a little lost. Thank goodness. Okay. So that gets us back to this hallway. And so we are going back to t'other place. It might be full of money, but more importantly, we have our order of operations for the prospective secret down here. So, quick lap to just see if there's a bunch of coins that have been... I'm going to put all of these up. Imagine if I got it correct on my walkthrough. Alright, that's just where all the money appears, I suppose. I wonder if that mausoleum sarcophagi is going to be where our new stuff appears. But 20 gold is a lot of cash. If I can find a commissary and buy an upgrade disc, I'd be very happy about it. I think that's 7. So. Number 1. Garden hoe. Number 2. Pizza peel. Where are you, pizza peel? I've lost you. You are. Three, garden form. Garden fork. Can't type. 4, chimney sweep. 5, broom. 6, riding crop. 7, scepter. Lovely. I love a good secret, I do. Catacombs underground. It's not spooky at all. A big old arrow pointing over there. Underground map. Oh. I am going to take an image of this because then I can stitch them all together later if I need to, which I have no idea if I will need to or not, but to have the image will be helpful, I'm sure. This really went and got interesting, didn't it? So excavation tunnel, reservoir, back something, 3. That looks like one of the rooms that would go to the antechamber. But it appears I have very much been dead-ended, which feels a little anticlimactic, but I have no idea what I'm really looking for. There's nothing in here. Nothing new or additional. So unless there's some other kind of key or something I need to open with this, it doesn't seem that there is any switch or toggle. Lots of these strange kind of wood chip looking things on the ground. Oh. Well, real glad I didn't miss that. Because that would have been brutal if I'd missed that. Interesting. What is this? What am I looking at? Oh my god. I wonder if I needed to do this from here, right? So that next time I can come out of that door and go in that direction on another day. Well, I've prepped it now, whatever it is. Okay, another piece of map that I can use to possibly stitch stuff together later. Ooh. Treat. Bunch of unlit candles around a bunch of rooms that are not switches or movable in any way that I can discern. So on this thing we have foundation elevator, concealed entrance, cliffside exit, minecart, fountain entrance, tomb entrance, torch chamber, rotating gear, to north lever, 10. Buried floor plan. Interesting. Well, no idea. I can't get to that boat. Intriguing. I don't think there's anything else for me to do right here, right now. Could be wrong entirely, but it is what it is. Oh, this is flooded too. Well, if it's flooded, I've got no clue what to do about that. Put simply. I'm presuming we might be able to lower the water level in some capacity down the line somehow. But right now, I don't see a tool to allow me to do that. I wonder. So that piece that we just moved in the minecart. I wonder if there's this driveway thing down that way. My big fear is that I'm going to miss something, like I nearly missed this guy with a scythe, and not see this section of the map for like another 20 days until it comes back around in the rotation, you know? But I don't think there is much else for me to do. I do want to find a computer because I have a disk, so I don't just want to give up on the day now. 22 steps left. We don't have security, so going to be going somewhere else. At least we understand now what the Roman numerals on those other guys was for. So, we want to find security somewhere. The only way out is the west-north wing. We can go directly there through this side. We take one of our many, many coins. Bedroom, courtyard, secret passage. I think we take the courtyard here to keep two doorway paths open. Sledgehammer. We do have a shovel, a key. I was not looking very closely downstairs in the tomb for dig spots, which is something I possibly should have been doing. Mail room, no contact delivery. The package will be dropped off at the entrance the day after drafting this room. Veranda, greater chance of finding items in green rooms. 14 steps left is not a lot. I want the mail room, but I've never drafted the veranda before. So... coin? Gem? An old nail? Secret passage? Give me a hallway. Ooh, that worked. Okay. That's big. Dinner has been served. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms back. That's important. God, this episode's going to go on forever. Right, broken leather piece. Can I get any of this fruit? God, I would like this fruit. This is already available to me. Okay, this is big. This has the potential to be big. If we can go 1, 2, we can get to the antechamber. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to get to the dining room is exactly one too many. Unless you've got food. A coin. A turnip. A key. Any more of those? Tin can. Any more of those? No. Dang Dragon Blast. We might have to go and get dinner first. We can draft these though. Unless it's the kitchen. Here's a risk. Do we do the observatory and risk not having a gem? Or do we take the storeroom to get the gem and then have to do a left and then a right? I think we take the observatory. We don't go in there yet. Oh, this could be it. We have to go eat, though. We must go eat. Whenever you draft a bedroom game 5, that could be it. The kitchen also gives us another route into here, but we don't need it. We don't have any gems! The kitchen would have also had food for sale, which would have been huge. Right, so we draft the lavatory. Lavatory is a useless room. We are hiking back to the dining room. It is a straight shot, isn't it? It is. I can see what my heart desires. Oh, there's an orange here. If I hadn't have missed that, we could have saved ourselves a lot of trouble. But here we are now. We do not have an aquarium, but we need to have dinner. Lots of things are happening. 20 steps. Okay. Back north. It's been a big day of blueprints exploration. That's for certain. Right, we're going into the observatory. Southern Cross rooms with 4 doors are more common. +1 diamond. Free key. Use a key. Please have a room with a straight over. Gymnasium will absolutely do. Okay, we go through the gymnasium. There's a coin or a key. Oh, there's car keys. Not that I need them right now. So that gets us into the antechamber. That gets us the basement key. To go continue up, you must go down. So we have 22 steps to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But we have to get across this gap as well, which is never as simple as you want it to be. They just stole 2 from us as well. Through the garden, all the way to the west, all the way to the courtyard. Second green room on our pass. First green room. Second green room. Archives, weight room, cloister. Archives. Please don't be... Oh, we have a key card, I think. I think we have a key card. Not that we need it to get into this room. Food? A coin? Sure. Food? A coin? Sure. Right, we're going down. The geometry of that action does not like my computer. Okay, so now we have the key for this. Basement key. Basement underground. Where the hell are we now? Only 11 steps left, which I do not love. You have to be joking. I was about to go berserk that we were trapped. They managed to get a push-pull slide puzzle in here. We still have an upgrade disc that we have not been able to make use of, which is somewhat unideal. No idea if there's a computer down here. What the hell are we looking at here? Why do I need a scissor lift? Still in basement underground. Oh my god. There's something over there. Wait, there's also something over there. Oh my god, what is happening? This episode is too long already. For ages, the game didn't dare to, like, mess with 3D space and stuff. But now it does. Okay, well. In that case, we need... Well, we can come over here. I can't get over there. I can't turn this. Here's my fear. If I fall off the right-hand side now, I risk not being able to move this again. Oh, no, I can. I can get through this gap here. Okay. I'm gonna keep this side open first. Because then I think I need to get through to that side of that. Oh my god. This is absurd. This is absurd. Like, they really decided, yeah, we're going to put some wild puzzles in your puzzles. Didn't they? Okay, with that and that, we should have one way to break that direction if we need to. This gets that there, and we can raise it. Just going to get us down that side there to that corner. So now we have to take that off. Oh, to move this back. There's so many things to do. I actually don't need to go back that direction. I was going to rebuild that whole bridge, but I don't need to. We're just going on this side now. "100 bells, Sandy Heights, 5 p.m. Antechamber controls. North lever is underground. There's some kind of text there. West lever is in the secret garden. The south lever is in the greenhouse. The east lever is in the great hall." I don't have a goddamn magnifying glass right now. Do I think I could look close enough at this text to read it? North of assemblance, and then there's like a bunch of text at the bottom here. Alright, well, I'm gonna take images of these because I worked so hard to get here. 100 bells, Sandy Heights, 5 p.m. And this. Now here's the weird thing. We had to go to the antechamber to get this. So why are we being told now about it when we already had to have it to get down here, you know? I don't know. Is there anything more down here for us? That might be a button there. Certainly feels like we haven't had kind of the big resolution to this room that my brain thinks it deserves. You know? Higher. And then, yeah, like that looks like a button there, doesn't it? Is there going to be an extra complicated order of operations to make sure I can get to the opposing side of all of this stuff? Because now I'm stuck on this side of all of this, right? So, is there something... I can move this one. Is there something I can move in place that I can be on this side to hit that button? Well, we can put that there. How does that look? Can I jostle around some corners or something, perhaps? Yeah? Oh, secret bookcase. Love a secret bookcase. We're back on the other side of where the boat was. And now we have this thing. I moved that out of the way previously, I do believe. If I want to get over there, I don't know how many controls this thing has. I hope people are watching all the way through this, because this is like the really interesting stuff. But we've been here for so long. I think it's that one. And we come through here. I'm glad this isn't costing me extra days. I think I want to get to that. So then this is going to have to go around enough times that I get myself the other available bridge, because otherwise I have literally no other way across. Then we saw this before, but I can't remember where. So now we do this again to get me, once again, the other walkway into the center, because there's only two. And here. Oh, interesting. Script and Rudford Mining Company, Excavation Department, Foreman's Log 608, date 5/3/1918. After almost 3 years in the tunnel, SNR has informed me that we will be closing up this site in June. It has been a somewhat bittersweet experience working on such a historically significant excavation over the past 30-odd months, yet being unable to share any of that work with the world. Maybe one day. Still, there is a significant amount of work that has yet to be done, and it is vitally important that we conclude our efforts in the main cavern and reinforce the structural integrity of the site before we seal the tunnels next month. It may be generations before they are reopened. Okay. So, clearly this is giving us an alternate pathway through set pieces. So I can now go from there. So I need the second piece to be on that line there. Maybe that will get us to the weird lantern looking thing. I believe it will. So through here, through here, through here, we can collect our prize. Underground map in full. I will take it, of course. Of course I will. Don't know when we'll need it, but better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. That goes in the notes. The Mechanarium. The Mechanarium has one door for each cog room in your house. You have found a secret floor plan. Would you like to permanently add the Mechanarium to your drafting pool? Of course I would. Are you crazy that I wouldn't? Do we see where 10 is here? We came in through the catacombs. We've been going through 8. There's the reservoir. Excavation tunnel. 7. Torch chamber. Haven't seen that yet, I think. Can I get here? Don't know. We've got 8 steps left. So, well, what I'm going to do actually is we've got the map open on screen 2. So. I don't know if there's anything on there that I need. That has to be north on 9. If I can find any route to part of the reservoir... oh, do you reckon that's the little mine shaft thing? I have to guess that it is, right? And that really goes down, doesn't it? So, if that's the mine shaft thing, and then this was this room, we're on 7. Oh, this is the elevator back up. Okay. Can I find from the opposite end of this? It says that there is the cliffside exit, but currently, unless I have a sledgehammer, but it will not let me sledgehammer the wall down for the cliffside exit. Alright, I think I've done as much as I'm getting done down here today. Now here's the big question. We had to come down here because of what we got from the antechamber room. We added the mechanarium, which may, of course, be very, very important. But what else have we done or learned here that we will be able to make use of elsewhere? Also, I missed the possible fountain entrance down there as well. If we go into the archives... Weight room, laboratory. Let's do the laboratory. We didn't do the... mail room yet. Which would have been nice to do. All that for a coin. Oh, I can do the upgrade disc. Yes! That doesn't have to be lost. That's so good. The boudoir. The safe is now open. +1 gem, +2 dice, +3 apples. Oh, that is quite the interest. Honestly, the amount of adventuring and running around we're doing, I wonder if it's the apples that we want, but also the number of different rooms we're trying to find. Maybe it's dice that we want. God. Now, with the dining hall, we're mostly okay, I think. I think we'll take the dice. Alright, that is successfully upgraded. Still no idea where we use the broken lever or the... Oh, we have a special key? Oh, we have the basement key, but we don't need the basement key now. Alright, it's going to be the dark room. Previously, we found a lockbox key. Ah, yes, the room of many rooms. Well, we don't need to get to the antechamber right now, so we'll just keep seeing what it is that's interesting that we can draft. Security, our newly improved boudoir. With 2 steps, though. Oh, well. Got any food? No. I've never seen so much money go to waste. Unless we can draft the freezer right now, which would be incredible. Except we're out of fancy keys. So, that is our race run, I think. But what a race it was. I hope you enjoyed this mammoth session. And it all ends in the dark room, in the dark. We call it a day. What a day it was. So. West-facing manor of tomorrow. Total rooms 33, rank 9, steps 85, items found 8, new rooms 2, and just a whole lot of exterior exploration. That is all for today. Thank you ever so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.